Alright, we should be good to start soon, I guess. Alright, if my mic's being weird, tell me. I've got like heavy noise suppression on it. Alright, let me pause the music. Head back to here. And open up Terraria. Actually, I'm gonna move. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my desktop for a second. I'm getting a quick warning, just like saying something about bitrate. Let me adjust my settings. Streaming, bitrate, what's it recommending? It's recommending that. Let's hope I can adjust this on the fly. Apply. Let's hope that doesn't cause a cutout. And let's hope that, whatever. You know. Back to Terraria. Alright, so we're playing some Calamity. And you know, Calamity kinda rocks. We're gonna be playing some good old Calamity. Let's see what mods I got, like, just in case people want to list the mods. So I got Alchemist NPC, Calamity, Reduced Grinding, blah blah blah. I'm not gonna spend all the time, but if people want to know what mods I'm using, there we are. That's disabled. I'm not doing the no hits. I'm not doing that currently. Alright. So let's go ahead and make a new character. We'll not pay attention to that. To the other ones. I guess I'll just make my, like, little OC fella. Alright, what works well for this guy? Alright, I want the cloak, because the cloak's the coolest one. What's a good hair? What works? Like, you can see my little guy there. What works for hair? For him. I don't think I'm gonna get lucky enough to get, like, the spiral. In, like, a good way, at least. Where's... I know there is one with a spiral, but I don't know if I really want to use that one. Because, it's not in the right place. And it's more like a hair bun, like Princess Leia type hair. I guess I have to settle for, like, something emo-y. Because it's got... My little guy's got vaguely emo hair. That kind of works. Smoother or... Nah, that works. Alright, we're gonna go for like a pinky, kind of a washed out pink. Actually, arguably it's going in like a there. Yeah, that's about right. Eyes, we'll just go for like a really dark, like purple, not purple, let's just blue, I guess. Skin, still purple, but a bit like, a bit more blue. Yeah, that'll work. Shirt, darker go purple. Copy that. Copy that. Copy that. And for shoes, let's go for pink. Alright. That should be good. Don't look at all of my poorly named other places. So we're on a large world. One on an expert. We're gonna go random. We'll name it Stream World because I'm uncreative. At times like this, at least. Alright, Crimson. I probably should have done this before the stream because now I gotta sit here for a minute doing nothing, speaking to no one. For the most part. Exciting. So I'm hopefully gonna stream a bit more often. At least I want to stream a bit more often. I don't exactly know to what end. I just kind of want to be a bit more active online. In like this sort of sense. Yeah. You can see my my little guy keeps opening his mouth because his mic input's not connected to the noise suppressed input. like he'll just respond to like a click or whatever instead of everything else. Don't worry about that one. Where is it? It would be V. What did I call it? I call it Streamworld. I usually name it starting with the same letter as the character. Alright, open the starter pack. Change it to Revengerance, that's important. Let's get some wood. I don't know what class I'm going to be playing. Part of me is thinking some sort of ranger. Probably bow. Bow is the easiest one to do out of all of them. I would really like to kill this pig. Oh, this is gonna take way too long. That's gonna take way too long. Alright, so I'm like decently well versed in Calamity. I've played it quite a lot. Hopefully my mic isn't just horrible and you hear all the clicking. Of course that's what is happening. That's unavoidable for the current setup I have, and I can't really fix it for the time being. I'm trying to hit a heavy middle ground between noise suppression and a noise allowing, because it's just gonna cut me off mid sentences sometimes because I keep umming and ahhing. You know, this is skill you build up over time. I do not want to be here. You know what? I give up. I don't need the 10 gold and like the bacon or whatever it gives. It's unnecessary. Alright, let's see where we get to. Now, that's exactly what we want. We want it. Might as well equip it for the stats. Oop, gonna get amethyst. Hopefully we'll get enough to make a hook of some sort. At least like from the rest of this caving. I didn't expect to get it from that vein there. Yoop. Clippers, that's alright early game. Pretty. It's not one you get often early game, actually, now I'm thinking about it. Like, unless explicitly, like, traveling to the edge of the world. And looking for the ocean chests. But who does that? Yeah, we're definitely getting now if it's talk, okay. You can do, like, a big jump with this tool. Is that intentional? At least it feels like a bigger than regular jump. Oh no, I might just be able to add tiles. Alright. I might also, during stream, shift gears to something else. I don't know what. But if this is incredibly boring, it's incredibly boring, you know? And it assumedly is. But we'll see, we'll see. I don't know how to make this interesting, per se, other than it's just, I don't know, it's a game I like. I wasn't paying attention. I'm coping. Now, if I end up streaming Terraria for the long haul, it'll quickly be seen that I am just recklessly playing. I don't care how many times my character dies. I could not do a hardcore save. I just brute force running into the underground desert to get stuff instead of actually like getting good equipment for it. I need to stop looking over at the stream information because I nearly just missed that one of these guys had spawned. And I said we're probably going bows, but that doesn't count for the start of it. It's different. Alright. Might actually get enough wool from to make some of the items. Usually I skip the tier just because like I do other stuff quicker. Alright, we're in the snow. I do actually want to explore the snow a bit, hopefully get a blizzard in a bottle. Sorry, I muted my mic for a sec. But before I actually go into like a cave entrance, I want to get like the little building equipment from the hut that spawns. Like that. I mean, equip them for now, I guess. I don't have anything else to equip. I'm gonna ignore the heavy workbench. I don't need it. I didn't realize my health was so low. See, that's what I mean by just kind of brute forcing stuff. I just kind of don't care. And you know, I take the deaths. And just get back to where I was, like, quick. I was a bit scared for a second this was an actual cave entrance. It still probably isn't. Nope, okay, it opens up. Oh, shit. I probably should have made that hook. Do I have enough iron to make an anvil? No. Well, I might just find a naturally spawning anvil. Alright, Nope, I was gonna say we're gonna play it safe and box ourselves in. We didn't. Evidently. Alright, what can we do about that? It's weird for me playing Terraria with the sound on. I usually have it turned off. But, you know, for the stream I thought I'd keep it on because I can't exactly just go around playing music. I mean, I can play my own, but, you know, most people don't like their own music. It's probably not true. That's probably only for a few people. Some people at least be able to tolerate listening to their own thing. Because you kind of have to make it. I suppose. Ooh. Please not desert robes. Actually, wait, didn't they make it so you can't get just desert robes? In like 1.4? Or is that that might be a Calamity change actually, I don't know. Or I could be proven wrong entirely and get desert robes. And I'm not gonna pick up the money because that'd be a waste. Yeah, flying carpet, yeah. Let's keep going. Because I'm gonna die if I pick up that money. I mean, I'm gonna die anyway, but I'm not gonna be able to get it to a piggy bank or anything like that. And I'd much rather have that as like a easy early source of income if I need to buy an item. Ooh, Luxor's gift time. I just acted like I had a hook, but I don't. Oh, I'm out of my depth. Yep, okay, never mind. I'm well within my depth. That's all planned, all intention. I'm out of my depth. Take that. Alright, we're cool. Alright, let's get that equipped. Alright, now I shoot another projectile. Alright, finding this little shrine accessories is pretty useful early on, and I'm glad that they made it a bit more often that you'll find the mining unit, the drill unit, because that actually makes it really useful early on, especially like clearing land for arenas and stuff. Alright, let's see what we can do. Do I got stuff for a furnace? Not really. Do I got stuff for an anvil? Not really. Eh. Actually, I should. I do have some stone, right? I don't even have some stone. Oh no, I do, I guess. I made a few arrows just so I can basically just use the Luxor arrows because they're going to be better. It is Lux's gift, right? Yep. But I got the carpet. That's actually really nice to have early on for that extra bit of speed and survivability from like fall damage. Hopefully I will be able to get a double jump soon. Luckily Calamity boosts like the starting movement speed enough that it isn't a complete slog without Hermes boots. Like Hermes boots would be nice, but it's not a necessity in Calamity as much. Even later on you can usually choose between wings or boots, even though they merge at some point. Yeah. I'm trying to think, if I do split the stream in half, what other things should I do? I don't have a thumbnail for anything else. That's important. Mom. Alright, let's hope the nighttime doesn't claim me. Sword shrine? I don't need a sword. Actually, that could be the chi necklace, whatever it's called. Yeah, whatever. Let's go down this way. Can I still go around that way? Hopefully. Yeah, it is the chi necklace. I want to get that chest first. Aglet. Alright, what? I don't need that. I replaced this, even like the kind of slightly useful one before I replaced the random building one that I ain't using. But they're both getting replaced. Trinket of Chi, okay. Loot a bunch of that. And then I don't have a hook to get out of here. Boom, boom. Let's get through. Let's see the rest of the world. Alright, hopefully we can get some iron, or at least I want to find a naturally spawning anvil instead than just getting some iron. Because then I can make the hook now. Because I need that hook. Boom, boom, ba-da-da-da. Oh, okay, I thought we were heading to the underground desert. We still might hit there. Alright, nothing that. Oh, and I need a naturally spawning anvil. Or more iron, but I have to put the anvil. Nothing there either. I don't have glow sticks. I shouldn't have done this. I had flippers. I could have gotten out of there without using the shine potion. Oi. Alright. I'll take one of those. I angered the gnome.
Oh, the line's just broken there. Where can I venture off to? No place kind of splits off well. But I need to, and I know I could just mine some lead or iron, but I ain't doing that. That's for chumps. Alright, we'll try not to step on whatever pressure plate there. I see that there's another pressure plate here. I should pick up that potion of regen. And I won't do that because I want to actually collect some stone. Because I'll eventually have to make a furnace. Because that's semi-important. Alright. We're brute force that we're just going to mine for a bit, I guess. I don't know if I am going to play anything later in the stream, but I think I know how I might end it. That might be a decent idea. Ending it with an ultra kill cyber grind, I'm thinking. Not that I can do particularly well, but we'll see, we'll see. Wow. Alright, I can just make a mod to make mining quicker. I should really do that just for the stream. Because it's fine when I'm not, you know, when I'm just in the stream doing nothing. But it's a bit, you know, it gets there. Actually, real quick, I am going to check the stream quality. You might hear double me for a second, don't know. Actually, real quick, I am going to check the stream quality. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Video-wise is fine as well. I might want to next time make the screen a bit brighter. Just for, like, helpful viewing. Oh, no, I got distracted. I was taking a drink. I hope the drink didn't come through with, like, a big gulp sound effect. I really... I put snow here, so we'll go, why did I put snow here later? Only, oh wait. That could speed things up. If only I could make more of those at the moment. Let's get over here and hope that there's something cool over here. Something you might notice after watching me play is I never really will just go out of my way to mine like the basic ores. I don't need, the only thing I will mine is like tungsten, silver, and I'm not going to do that like straight away. I'll do that a bit later on, purely because that's used for magic storage, just to build out the chest or whatever. Because, you know, you usually get enough iron just like from chests and various other stuff. Alright, let's get going. I really just want to find something and mine quick. Oh, alright, never mind. We got it. We did it. We did it. No. 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 Alright, I'm glad that crisis is averted. Alright, something I'm never gonna use. I'll take some of that. I'll take some of that. And I'll drink one of that, but I'm not gonna take them. Topaz, I don't need topaz at any point. I mean, I technically need topaz at any point, but by that point, I'll have it. from somewhere. Somewhere or another. Alright, nothing here. Great. I don't even have the mobility to get out of the hole properly. Alright. Boom, boom. Like, I would usually mine that tungsten, but I don't want to spend forever mining without any upgrades. Wait. Alright, this is annoying at the moment. Yeah, makes sense. I found nothing. I still don't have enough iron to make a hook. Alright, we're going to the right. How exciting early Terraria is. I mean, like, it's not gonna be interesting to stream. It probably won't even be later on. Well, okay. It's probably not a good choice. What would be a good game to stream that I, like, still relatively know? Cave Story might be something. I haven't played Cave Story in a bit. I could play one of the mods. I could play Cave Story Tweaked, actually. Maybe even make like a challenge out of it. Maybe not no life tanks. That might be interesting. I did in my own time. I did a Cura Blaster, no life tanks. If any of yous are familiar with Cura Blaster, and that was a challenge. I then wanted to do no upgrades like at all, and no, I didn't actually try it. I just, in a world where I can't like buy weapon upgrades in Cura Blaster, that sounds like very unfun. Like extremely. Even stuff like no health upgrades because you started for 2 hearts, so you can still get hit once, is like easier than getting like the jacket achievement, which is like having the jacket at the end of the game, and you do get it like just before the final boss. But like, I'm gonna get hit. I'm gonna get hit once. It's gonna happen. And even also getting that achievement on like Zangyu mode or whatever. No, that I ain't ever doing that. I'm pretty sure there is an achievement for not getting health upgrades though. Like for being here without any health upgrades. I think so. I think I've streamed Cura Blaster before technically on Twitch when I used to stream on Twitch a bit. Not that I won. Well, I mean, the same amount of people out here over the same amount of people on Twitch. That being 0. But you know, you can't. I gotta start from somewhere. Alright, I gotta get out of here as quick as I can. What? Alright. It might also be more interesting to stream the Get Fixed Boy seed with Calamity, because I imagine that's a semi-popular thing at the moment. But I played a bit of it in my own time, and I got decently far. I got to the mechanical bosses. It wasn't super duper fun. The start of it was pretty fun, and then most of pre-hard mode was slog until I got to Eater of Worlds. Got the light discs. For some reason it dropped a bunch of light discs, which is interesting and fine. Killed Crabulon, you get like an infinite platinum because he drops 9,999 of like the odd mushrooms or whatever, or a randomized amount, but a high randomized amount, and they sell for a bunch of money. And like, I like that kind of weird overpoweredness to various things, but from looking ahead on the wiki, it seems like you just don't get that later on. Like, it's not like you fight, it's not like you're gonna fight the mechanical bosses and get something that's like post Moon Lord. That just doesn't happen after that, which is annoying, because it made the fun part of it kind of dull itself out into hard mode. Because when you would get like a hard mode item in pre-hard mode, and it would just carry you, it made it like exciting. Because believe it or not, I think Get Fixed Boy is meant to be like a played very, very rarely seed. So having a playthrough that's kind of carried by a few items is, I think, fine for it. Like, For the Worthy is the seed that's meant to be played a bunch if you actually want the challenge. We Get Fixed Boy, that's for the absurdity of it. And it is absurd, especially in the Calamity one. It gets it's pretty messy. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like the gator guy being there. Please have iron. Just have lead. Just have iron. Just have lead. I gotta keep running back and forth or else it's gonna fall on my head. Oh no. I would attack him, but then it would probably spawn the angler, and I don't really want that. Believe it or not, no one wants to spawn the angler, even if you're doing fishing. As someone that's gotten all the achievements and done all the fishing quests, I don't want to spawn the angler. In fact, part of something in Vanilla Terraria that irks me a lot and is rectified in modded a bit, but still not that much without getting mods that specifically do it, is the fact that the alternative way to get everything is fishing. Like, there's no recipe. Like, if you, in vanilla, you want Hermes boots, right? You always want Hermes boots. Everyone wants Hermes boots. You want Hermes boots, you want flurry boots, you want sailfish boots, whatever, right? Well, sailfish boots make sense to get from fishing because they're a fishing exclusive version of it. But let's say you specifically want flurry boots, or just regular Hermes boots. You have to fish to get them. There is no recipe that is like harder to do. You want fledgling wings and you didn't get a spawn, luckily. Like you didn't get one. Too bad. You're gonna have to fish. You're gonna have to fish in Sky Island's pre-hard mode, like decently early in, and you're not gonna get crates. You're gonna get like 2 sky crates, and it's gonna be Star Furies. Like just bad luck. That's how it is. And then you're gonna give up on it because it's way too annoying to fish for that long. Like you just run out of bait, go do a fishing quest after getting some worms, so you get slightly more bait, get a crate potion, and then nothing. You just fish up for 4 minutes with a crate potion, and you get nothing. You might get a gold crate. Oh great, tartar sauce, great. I wasn't looking for a Tobuscus reference. I don't think anyone is. Oy. Wait, did I? I still haven't got the iron. Finally, some iron. Alright. I'll worry about it later. I was gonna make the anvil now, but grew that. For the most part. If I really, really need that grappling hook, I'll make the grappling hook. But you know how it goes. Alright, jungle. This is gonna be interesting. And by that I mean I'm gonna die almost instantly, almost assuredly. Okay. Might get some power pulls at least. Energy core. I got 1. Alright, but workbench, anvil. I'll make that as well. That's necessary. Whoop. What am I looking for? I'm going to like desert minecart? I've never seen that in my life.
Sure. That's what I want, the hook, the hook. Alright, finally a grappling hook. Usually it takes me longer to get a grappling hook, but we finally got the grappling hook. Is there a bow? Is there a wolfram bow? Like, I think there used to be, but with the big overhaul, it got kind of moved out. Because wolfram's now mostly summon and magic. There's a fishing rod if I wanted to fish. By that range I just made, you probably can tell I don't want to. What bow should I go for then? It's time to consult the wiki real quick. Don't worry about the lack of music or any atmosphere whatsoever. It's fine. Demon bow / tendon bow. That's it for pre-boss. That's it for pre-boss. What are you? Oh, you're boring. So I'm not gonna listen to that because that's just saying get demon bow, and I don't want to do that because it's just I don't want to go mine demonite, and it's in the pre-boss tier, so it's expecting I don't fight the Eye of Cthulhu yet, even though I probably could, with decent whatever. Like, I'm not saying I could definitely kill the Eye of Cthulhu right now, but... See, do I have ice? I have 3 ice. I might hard go for Eye of Cthulhu. How many lenses I got? 2? I don't have enough lenses. Never mind. Let's start putting some random junk into a chest. I would lay my chest out better, but they're eventually going to be replaced by magic storage. Alright, let's see what adventures lay before us now. If I get an eye, or if I get enough lenses, I kind of don't want to farm lenses, but I guess I could. Then I will fight the Eye of Cthulhu. I mean, if I'm heading towards snow now, I'll bind up a bunch of ice so I can make frostbite arrows. And then... hopefully get a bunch of lenses. And we can take out Eye of Cthulhu, like, pretty quick. Though I'll probably die. Like, don't get me wrong. I ain't trying to front that much. I will take that. So 1.5, well, not 1.5, but oh yeah, 1.4.4. No, wait, this is 1.4.4, 1.4.5. Whatever, the Dead Cells crossover that's planned to come out sometime. There's one thing I want added. There's one thing that I think needs to be added, and that is, you notice the background now. I don't know how well it actually comes across in the stream, but the background's like pixels, and in the original it's pixels. Like, this is just the base textures that don't have texture pack on. In the original, the backgrounds are like anti-alias, like they still have the filter turned on, and I really don't want that. I want the pretty pixels. I don't know if it's intentional. I assume it's intentional to be like, oh, it creates depth, but nah, that ain't. I want the pretty pixels. I want the pretty like, even have it like, just have a setting. Have it be blurred or whatever by default for whatever you want, and then just let me turn it off. There's a mod currently that I have installed that turns it off, but that's something I really think should be in the vanilla game, because I think, I don't know, I played it for years and years without ever noticing that the backgrounds are blurred. It's not something that's like super in your face. But once I noticed it, it got me like, I got like unreasonably like mad about it, like just trying to like fix it. I tried to write my own mod for it, but I realized it would be a bit too much of like inline editing, or IL editing or whatever it's called,
to just edit the code that's already there, and I don't exactly know how to do that. I can like do other modding stuff, like I can add in as many items as I want, you know, write basic AI stuff with help from the example mod and stuff like that. But like doing something like that, I don't exactly know where the code is, decompiling it and like looking for where it is with is it IL spy or whatever. That would be kind of annoying. But I mean, I tried to, but I quickly realized, and then you know, you make the decision to go, oh, there's already a thing that exists to do this. There's already a mod that makes the background pixelated without anti-aliasing. And I've been using that mod ever since. Because I want my backgrounds to be pixelated, and I hope they update that into the vanilla game. Technically, they might. Technically, they might. There was a whole stint in the current like update process where everyone was posting like feature requests onto Red's wall on the Terraria forums, and I voiced oh, luckily I said voice with the voice crack. Yeah, I don't know why this is in your recommended either. Hopefully, I mean, do you enjoy Calamity mod stuff, or is this like pure random in your recommended? But yeah. But the short of what I was saying is, you can't really see it now at the nighttime in game, but in vanilla Terraria the backgrounds are pixelated. Like they're not pixelated, they're blurred. It's pixel art, but it's blurred, anti-aliased, and I want that to kind of be changed. So you've never tried Calamity? Okay. Calamity is pretty good. I'm like very early game right now, so I don't have much like to show off to prove that. But Calamity is, well, it's like the biggest content mod that is out there, like content wise. There's some that do other stuff. Okay, so I'm guessing, do you play console, or is it just like Terraria is just something you watch a lot on like YouTube or whatever? Because there's a few people I've talked to about it, and it's like, oh, I really want to play modded, but nah, I'm console. Oh no, I'm going to the Jester arrows. Okay. I'm going back to literally just not waste my Jester arrows. Stone. For years. Is that going far enough back to be like playing like the bad like console ports, the like older ones that had like Okram and like the weird like Souls of Blight and stuff, or like since 1.3 have you been playing? Because that's when they updated it and made all the stuff like they made the ports way better at that point. Oh yeah. So that would have been the old like ports that had like all the weird stuff. Nice. Yeah, back in the Okram days. I never played like much console Terraria. I still haven't. But the furthest that did was I played like mobile for a while, because I would play it like with friends at school back when I was in high school, and just getting like the really weird stuff and just, oh, Okram, okay, oh, Leafus, oh, whoa. And then it was all just really bad. Okram's just a modified Eye of Cthulhu AI. Like it's not a well thought out boss fight. Yeah, I should check out Consolaria. That might be an interesting thing to do, because I've seen it a bit, but I haven't actually like played through all of it, and it'd be interesting. Fighting, I assume it adds in like as I said, like Lepus, Okram, Turkor, and then a bunch of those like weird weapons that are like recolored Excalibur. I tried when they released the 3DS port of Terraria. I bought that, and it does not play well in a 3DS. Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. Hmm. Well, like the boss fights himself never like when I was playing them, they never. Oh, Turkle was an interesting fight to some extent, but like when you fight it in the game, and it had a bunch of like oh yeah, it had a bunch of that weird like crossover content. Like you get a worm pet from like worms. You could there was like weird like Valentine's event, and it's just stuff. It felt like a weird like alternate universe Terraria to me in a sense. Because even like before I played it on mobile, the reason I got it was because I was just a big fan of it. And so I already knew most about it. Like I already played it on PC. I just wanted to be able to play it other places. Yeah, well, most of the mobile stuff is with all the other console stuff. Some of the weird crossover stuff later in life isn't, because I think it took a bit longer to actually get the mobile port up to 1.3, where it kind of crossed over into getting rid of that stuff. But yeah. I never tried proper like I've never actually played it with a controller other than 3DS, but that doesn't count. So I don't know how Terraria plays with a controller. Also, I have like no goal in mind currently. I'm just running from side to side of the world because I'm just yeah. Mobile got 2 bosses and console didn't. So oh okay. So mobile had Lepus and Turquoise. The console didn't get that. Okay. Or Lepus, Lepus, I don't know. Probably Lepus if it's a rabbit. Yeah, but that's like that's what I was saying, like the weird seasonal events, I guess, because that's Easter and Thanksgiving, respectively. And then you would get I forget what Lepus dropped, but I remember that Turkor dropped the Horn of Plenty. That was just a greater healing potion with less cooldown. Yeah, I mean that kind of applies to anything. You get used to it after a while. Like if I tried playing Terraria with a controller, I probably wouldn't, just because I've played it so long on mouse and keyboard, and it would just feel like unintuitive. Like I imagine it's a similar thing to like first-person shooters that feel like you can play a first-person shooter on a controller and it works for the most part really well, but with mouse and keyboard, it's just so much more like precise. Oh, don't worry about spam in the chat. It's a balance between nothing for like 20 minutes, and now there's actually something. Alright, I should actually try to focus on like doing something progression wise other than just running from side to side. How many life crystals can I make? Not life crystals. I kind of want to fight the eye, but I don't have enough lenses. And I don't have any desert spawners either. Where's my little entrance to the underground desert? That's... Yeah, okay, I'll head to the underground desert. Okay. What are they? What are your issues with Calamity? Because there's a few. I mean, I've played Calamity mod from like early days, so I've seen a few of them like even out. But then stuff happens. Because there's always been like complaints about like balancing and yeah. I can see why. You see, that's actually I've never had that issue for the most part. If when someone says that, I can agree with it and like see what they mean and understand it. But it's never like felt like it's clashed that much to me, and that might just be because when I first started playing, it's when all the sprites and stuff were recolors of like different stuff. So like Devourer of Gods was like a weird purple destroyer resprite. And so I just slowly saw those sprites come in, so I'm just like being conditioned to be used to them. And the music, I can get the music. The music's like good, don't get me wrong, it's great. DM Dokuro, and I think Heart Plus Up is the current composer. Make really good music, but I can see how feeling out of place it would be. But I've never encountered that either because I usually don't play Terraria with music on. I usually am like watching a different video or something in the background. Yeah, I've seen a few people use there's like a texture pack that makes a bunch of the other sprites look more Calamity like, and I think at one point I've seen something trying to make Calamity sprites more in line with it. I don't know if it was a mod or a texture pack or something, or I might be making it up. Maybe it was just something on like the Discord. Like there's an art Discord for Calamity where like people submit resprites for items, and sometimes people will submit ones that are trying to be like more in line with vanilla. And maybe I'm just confusing that. Plus, I've already got that, don't worry. I picked up that accessory already. Because like thinking back to the early days, a lot of things that were criticized have kind of been. That's just saying what's the merchant has got. Yeah, that's fair. There's a few things gameplay wise that I think could use tweaking in a few areas. What am I thinking here? I don't know. It'll come to me more when I'm actually fighting stuff, but then that could just come from me being mad at losing at the bosses. There's a few things. I kind of don't like how Devourer of Gods keeps like changing every update. Oh my god, that voice crack. Because to me, like the whole thing is there's a huge hurdle when I first played the mod. Huge hurdle to get over because he one hit kills you with his mouth and stuff. But the whole idea of it is that it's a definitive pattern and you learn it. And once you've learned it, you can like take the boss out. And that was like in its lore. But now it just keeps adding, oh, here's like a laser wall with some like slight randomization and whatever, where the whole thing was it was supposed to be like a completely predictable pattern. And there's ways to get around it, and I'm not as mad at it now. But I just kind of don't like that for the Devourer of Gods. Everything else is fine for the most part, at least currently. You got a question? Go ahead. Also, I feel like in Supreme Calamitous, one of the bullet hell phases can be cut out in like the middle. I think it just is too quick in between sections. What am I in the bottom right corner? Fair question. Alright, my username is Volpanic. So I'm like a little like rock guy, I guess. Like the design for the little character or whatever is changed. Originally like their hair kind of thing was like orangey and kind of looked more lava. Like you know, like a volcano, because my username is Volpanic. And it just kind of evolved to purple over time because it's just a color scheme I preferred more. And then he got like a body because it was originally just a floating head. And you know, it's just evolved over time to be a little thing. So like, I guess it's like a rock guy with like lava flowing through his hair, covered in vines. But I don't know. He doesn't have a definitive name. I mean, I guess it's Volpanic, but like, I don't know. This is actually my first stream like using the little guy in the corner. Like I've had the profile picture of him for years at this point. He's a little guy. I sprited him. I made the art and stuff. But I realized, oh, I can just add a mouth and use it in like the software that lets you like do this. And he can respond. And then the little like waves at the bottom, I just like programmed that this morning in like Game Maker as a quick effect and green screened out the background. But yeah, if I had more like time to like commit to it, I would probably make my own like software to make the little guy like jump and do whatever when I speak. He also is responding because like he it's set up to my base microphone where I've got noise suppression on OBS, so if I can make a noise and he'll respond and like jump up and open his mouth, but nothing comes out. Alright, how far progression-wise am I? Very, very early. I started at the start of the stream, and the way I play is just kind of running into death, and like, bashing my head against the wall until I succeed. Because I'm chatting, I don't have any like particular goal in mind at the moment. I probably should at least focus on something. What do I need to craft the desert medallion? 4 antlion mandibles, 2 stormlion, 40 sand. I haven't killed any bosses yet. If I open up boss checklist, you can see it's clean slate. I can just like, Desert Skirt shouldn't be that hard. If I get a double jump and his spawner, and I like flatten out the desert a bit, and just use jest arrows, it should be fine. I am trying to look for a better bow, but I think the only like bow that's decent like pre-boss is if I want to be bothered mining all like the little like 4-block ores of Crimtane, which I don't. So I might just stick with a copper bow. I mean, I can make a platinum gold bow, whatever. Actually, how much? Have I just got 1? I don't believe that. Is there other platinum in my chest? No, okay. Alright, then that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna go get a better bow and mine platinum. Because that's something I can do and not have to like focus on too hard. At least at the moment. I am gonna be playing, I'm probably going bow ranger. I usually divide ranger into bow and gun ranger, and I'm just gonna go bow. But at the start of a playthrough, I'm usually not too hard on that. Like if I get into a situation where I'm out of arrows, I will switch to the amethyst staff or whatever. That's just up there because that drops from the starter bag at the start of Calamity. Like it just gives you a bunch of like starting items for whatever class you want to play, and it drops like a few things. Right, so I'm looking for platinum. I would mine the tungsten, but I can't be bothered spending that much time mining tungsten, even though I need it for magic storage. I usually play classes. I never really go classless or multi-class. So, I mean, sometimes I'll just add a summon to a class or whatever just for the fun of it. Oh. But I usually don't. Oh, finally. I don't need that. And like I used to say my favorite was Summoner. Summoner was like the first class playthrough I probably did in vanilla. And I don't know, I don't like whips. I feel like the whips made it a bit less fun. I like it. I like using a whip. But I think it doesn't make me actually want to play through a summoner playthrough that much anymore. Because it adds like a weird, like, the whole point of summoner is you're like the weakest class in the game. But you can just focus like 100% on dodging because you're attacking. Yeah, so like don't limit yourself on weapons. That's true. I only started doing class playthroughs though after I'd done like a bunch of playthroughs like that. Like I remember my first like proper playthrough beating the whole game. This is in 1.2, so Moonlord wasn't out yet. 1.2.4 I believe, so that would have been when Duke Fishron was added. Because I did play in like 1.1, but I never got into hard mode. And in 1.2.4, I remember trying every class setup I could think of to beat Duke Fishron, and I just couldn't. I eventually had to do like, I think it was Mage. I think it was Spectre armor with the healing hood that eventually like got me through it with, I forget which weapon, but. And then I had to keep doing it because I really wanted the wings. I didn't drop the wings. But I I know, I kind of didn't like Duke Fishron for a while, but now I think he's one of my favorite bosses. Even like with like Calamity's changes and stuff that make him a bit harder, because he's a fun boss. I skip him sometimes still though, because he's not baseline for progression. But like, he just has a fun like movement pattern to get down. And then he drops one of my favorite items, which is the Razor Blade Typhoon. Which Calamity adds an upgrade for, but so does Thorium, even though I haven't played much Thorium. And they're both the same item, for the most part, because the one in Thorium is a donator item from Fabsol, the creator of the Calamity mod. So it's the same item for the most. I mean, they function slightly different, but same like recipe. They're both upgrades to the Razorblade Typhoon. They're both called Nuclear Fury, I believe. One change of Calamity you know you like. Making boss summons not on use? Yes. Yes. Like, because that wasn't always the case. And I remember when they added that in an update, it was just like, oh, this makes everything so much less, like, tedious to do. And it doesn't even break balance that much. Like, there's no reason why failing the Eye of Cthulhu should make you have to go and farm lenses for the next 2 nights. Like, it's kind of silly. Yeah. Like, you already died to the boss, so you didn't beat it. You already lost, like, you got penalized by losing your money or whatever. Like, why do I need to collect 6 lenses again? And, like, it makes sense for certain things, like, Golem collecting the power cells. That's not something that, like, you get that while you're in the temple. So it's not something that's, like, hard to grind for, because you're already, like, getting it passively as you explore the temple. But something like the Eater of Worlds, where making the spawn for that is such a hassle, having to get, like, 15 rotten flesh or whatever, and 30 vile powder, and failing that is just so annoying. And Calamity changing that is very, very good, very good. I've seen other mods. I think it's Fargo's mod. It doesn't make them infinite, but it just gives you the summon if you fail. Like, it just gives you an extra one. Yeah. Oh, Moonlord especially, because, like, you can only make, like out of the pillars, like, once or twice, maybe 3 times you can make the medallion or whatever that spawns in. And then you have to do the pillars all over again. And it's just like, ugh. Like, I know that they're shorter, like, after you've beaten them, like, once, but it's still just a big slog. Yeah, I've never been too big of a fan of the pillars themselves. Like, I've never hated them per se. Oh my god, the voice cracks tonight. I've never hated them per se. I mean, first time I played through, Solar Pillar gave me a lot of trouble, but afterwards it's just kind of a chore to get, like, done. It's not like interesting patterns or anything. Like, Cultist I think is a really fun fight. And then just having to do the pillars after that is just like a, okay, let's get this out of the way so I can actually get to the rest of it. Especially in, like, modded, because, like, that getting past Moonlord is, like, the bump into, like, completely, like, new stuff. And just having to do the pillars before that is, like, kind of annoying. Which mob do I like the most? Like, as a general enemy, I'm assuming you mean general enemy, not like bosses. Because if it was bosses, I think it'd be Duke Fishron out of vanilla stuff. What enemy do I like the most? That is a weird question that not like a weird question. It's a weird thing I've never, like, thought about.
Hmm. I'm actually kind of stumped at that. Like, what's my favorite, just like kind of general enemy? Uh, I'm like trying to think now. I'm not a big fan of worms. I'm just going for like areas in my head. Like I heard nothing in the dungeon sticks out. Uh, Nothing in the pirate invasion. Nothing in the goblin army. I kind of like angry trappers in the jungle. They're cool. Wait, angry trappers the pre-hard mode or the hard mode version? I can check. Bestiary. Angry trappers. There, the hard mode one. I like this a lot because in my first like big playthrough, like years and years and years and years ago, I like straight away first time in hard mode, they dropped the Uzi and that just carried me for a while. I do like the Angry Nimbus as well, just because I really like the Nimbus rod. I'm gonna have a quick look through here. I like the Hollowed Mimic. Well, I like most of the Mimic fights, the big mimics. But they're bordering on mini boss territory, so they might not count. Alright, we're getting into the Calamity ones at the moment. Well, those are just sprite sheets. I'm trying to think, is there one in Calamity that also would be it? I don't know. Corruption or Crimson? Crimson unless I'm going gun, because the musket's just better than the Undertaker. Like, flat out, it's just the better option there. I added the boss, like, Crimson though, I like the, like, tunnel going down into it, because you're confirmed to get it. Sometimes you go to, like, a Crimson, I mean, a Corruption, and it's just a bunch of pits that go into nothing. And it's just, like, really hard to actually find the base. But the Crimson is like, oh yeah, here's the tunnel that actually goes down to the stuff. And it's a bit easier to fight the brain. You don't have to do as much setup because there's already like a big open room for you to fight him in. Compared to having to either make a way to escape the underground area of the corruption or make a spawner and like free up some space above the world. It's just less hassle. Which biome do I like the most? I like the Hallow. I usually make my base Hallow in hard mode. Like it's partially just because it prevents it completely from getting corrupted if it's Hallow. But I usually make it Hallow in hard mode. I've spent too much time in this mushroom biome. I'm just going to recall. Yeah, I think... I don't know, sometimes I go for... It feels like Crimson just spawns more. Like, because I just pick random. And I feel like it's always Crimson. Like, I have to pick Corruption to get Corruption sometimes. And, like, I don't usually pick it, but it's just like, oh, it's been, like, 5 worlds since I've played with Corruption. I should probably do that. And then I play it, and it doesn't really change that much of the core experience because it doesn't do that much. And then, oh, but if we're going on to that previous question, if we're talking Calamity biomes included as well, because I'm just kind of thinking vanilla here. The Astral Infection specifically like when it's taking over like living wood trees, so I guess just forest astral infection, is really cool. Right, so I've upgraded my bow. I can probably I'll get a bunch of sand. Just so I can make the desert medallion if I have to. Okay. Question about the stream, go right ahead. I think it'll automatically go unlisted. But I'll probably put it to public after it's done. A few of my old streams are unlisted, but that's because I haven't like properly like streamed in like a year or two, and I'm like, this is pretty bad. And even this is my first stream in a while. First one of this setup. First one, my microphone's different. So like, I don't actually, how is my mic quality by the way? Because I was messing around with a bunch of settings, but you can't really tell. Yeah, I'll hopefully keep it up. If not, no, I'll keep it up. It'll go unlisted when it stops because I turned that on. But I'll put it back to public. Actually though, not to like plug the channel, but there is Calamity video a few years back in the channel, I think at this point, because there was this really broken summoning item called the Vile Feeder, and it was like it was Eater of Worlds tier. It was Eater of Worlds tier, so it was after Eater of Worlds, and I went to Devourer of Gods with it. It was so broken, it was so strong that it could beat the Devourer of Gods, and I uploaded a little like compilation of a bunch of the boss fights. If you're looking for more Terraria content, but that's just like an edited video that's quick. And then other than that, I don't have anything else Terraria related on the channel. I think. I might be completely wrong. Oh, I think that's a short. There's a short where I sprited a sword and like added it into like a mod just for whatever. Which music do I like in Calamity? Crabulon is it's not my favorite, but it is the classic one, especially if you know the whole like on the official upload for the music video in the second half when it has like the spectrogram. And oh no, it's a vectograph, it's not a spectrogram. And it has like the drop and it actually has mushrooms like in the waveforms. That's pretty sick. But I think actually like going for pure favorite, it's Tale of a Cruel World, which is the title screen music. Because I just really like the like slow piano of it. Honorable mentions though. Roar of the Jungle Dragon goes off, like 100% goes off, it's great. Doom Calamitous is good, but that's what I would expect from DM Dokuro, who I already listened to DM Dokuro stuff before Calamity, because he remixed a bunch of Cave Story tracks, and I've played a lot of Cave Story back in the day. I mean, I still play it now from time to time, just to replay it. So I already like kind of knew about his stuff, and was following it from the beginning. Not following the Calamity stuff from the beginning, not him from the beginning. That's a lie. So I expected like the later ones, like Devourer of Gods and stuff, to go off. Well, I mean, the whole reason DM Dokuro initially worked on the soundtrack is because one of his Cave Story songs that he remixed was used for the Devourer of Gods. I think it was I think the song's literally just called Last Battle, like that's what it's called in Cave Story. But that was originally used, and that's why they got him on to make it. And he's left the project since. and I think it's heart plus up now. There's another person in between that I forget. I probably shouldn't, but I forget. They did a couple of like the acid rain themes, and I think they were working on. They did the boss rush themes as well, and they also did Draydon's theme, or the XOMax. Yeah, yeah, he did. That's a thing. I've been playing Calamity for so long. There's so many like times where it's just like, oh no. Calamity is such a good mod, but it's going a bit into its history. It's mired, and it's like it has a bit of its controversies. You know, it's fun, and that's ultimately what I care about. But like, yeah, people were really toxic in the community, and he left, which is fair. If you're not happy with like how you're being treated, or if it's like taking over too much of your life, that's completely fair. It's a shame that like it's a shame. Don't get me wrong. I would have loved to see him finish his stuff. Sorry, I was just readjusting on my chair. Him finish his stuff, but if it's like an issue, then I'd rather him be happy than me be happy from the music, because it's a bit more effort on him. The community, in my experience, hasn't been that bad, but I'm not actually very active in it. Like, I just lurk around the Discord sometimes. He is really good. I'm excited to see new stuff. He's been kind of posting on and off. He's been posting a lot of I think it's Glass Structure. That's like little like tracks that he's made for videos and stuff recently. But he hasn't actually posted like a coffee break or whatever, which is like his update videos in a while. So I'm excited to see what happens when he does start posting stuff. Other than just like little tracks, but even though the little tracks are like good. And I'm glad he's actually because I forget what the music itself actually got like put on Spotify and stuff. Well, his music for the mod. Because there was like a music label that, I mean, you could technically upload it yourself because there's music distribution stuff that's like cheap. There was one that was specifically like a label for video game music that he was able to like get under, so he could get his music on Spotify and make money from it. So I'm glad. What would you say is your least favorite boss, both modded and unmodded? That is a decent question. Vanilla Deerclops. I really don't like Deerclops. It might just be because it's the newest boss, but I rarely fight Deerclops because he doesn't drop anything that neat, and I don't want to go into the underground snow and farm like snowflakes just for like the boss spawn. And my favorite vanilla boss, I'm gonna say Duke Fishron. I that might just be because I've been talking about Duke Fishron a bit, but Duke Fishron. And modded, what modded boss? I kind of dread having to fight Astrum Deus every time. That's like the worm one and the Astral Infection. Astrum Arrayus is also not super fun, and I think their names should be swapped. Like because I mean like Astrum Deus means like astral god or whatever, like Deus means god, but I think Aureus or whatever sounds more like array, like an array of things, and the whole thing is there's multiple worms, and even if it doesn't actually make sense, I just think and get them confused like that. And then my favorite modded boss, it's still the Devourer. I complained about the Devourer earlier, but it's still the Devourer. Which potion do I like the most? Huh.
Mining potion. Mining potion. There is not enough ways in vanilla Terraria to make your mining speed faster past like pickaxes. There's the mining potion, there's the ancient chisel, which was only added recently, and there's the mining armor set. And none of those affect hammer speed. And they should affect hammer speed as well, because sometimes, especially in like modded, well, not anymore because they added an arena to the dungeon. But I used to have to like mine out a huge part of the dungeon to make an arena for Poltergeist and Ceaseless Void. And just breaking all the walls would take forever because there's no way to upgrade your like wall breaking speed. There's a Calamity add-on. I know of that I would absolutely use in a playthrough. Okay. What is it? Because there's a few. There's Infernum. There's a few boss fights that are just add-ons recently. There's Vanities. And I know there's a few other add-ons. The Catalyst mod. I haven't actually looked much into Catalyst. I probably should. But yeah, I've heard about it. It's like I've seen people talk about it on like the Discord when I'm lurking around. But I haven't actually looked much into Catalyst. I've played Infernum. I haven't beaten Infernum. But I haven't seen Catalyst. Oh, is that the one that adds Noxus? Or is that the one that adds the Astral Gammons line? Because I know there's a boss that adds Noxus, and a mod that adds Noxus. And I know there's one that adds Astral Gammons line. And adds the slime. Okay. I didn't need to play with that mod. I played the game when the slime was originally in it. And I should check it out. It probably, I imagine it brings the boss fight more up to like the current standard of Calamity stuff, and like I don't need to pick this up. Why am I looking for my inventory? I imagine it kind of makes it like a more epic boss fight. Which pet do I like the most? What pet do I like the most? Does this let me sort by pets? I want to sort by pets. Pets are technically like NPCs, so they should appear here. Like all the town NPCs and stuff do. Huh. Favorite pet? That is... I'm going to the wiki to look at pets real quick. Because I want to answer that question. Because I think there's an answer. I like, the Zephyr fish is good. I like the Zephyr fish that you get from fishing. And I'm talking strictly vanilla here. I'm not looking at modded pets. And the blue chicken. Yeah, and the blue chicken. Alright, so it reworks how the slime works as a second phase. I might check it out. Alright, hopefully I can just... Oh. Hopefully I can just get lucky enough and find a chest that has a spawner. That's still gonna hit me. Yep, I was right. I just sat there. I knew what was gonna happen. I just sat there. Okay. I haven't messed around with Master. I've beaten Calamity Death Mode before, but I haven't done Master Death Mode. I played a bit of the Get Fixed Voice Seed when 1.4.4 got updated to Mod Loader on Master, but I didn't actually beat it. I play Revengeance usually just because like it's just a more like easy-going playthrough, but sometimes I'll switch it up and play Death Mode and go through it. I've probably have done it in Age Only at some point. I switch between classes every playthrough. But that could have been like 8 updates ago or something, and like been completely different. Like I don't think I've actually done a mage playthrough in a while. It might even be before XMX were added. Yeah, actually, I should do a mage playthrough. The Get Fixed Boy one I did, I think was gonna be mage. But Get Fixed Boy just adds like a bunch of random broken items. Like for some reason, the Eater of Worlds drops like light discs, and it's like, oh, I'm going to use the light discs instead of magic weapons because this is a hard mode weapon that the seed has made drop pre-hard mode. I'm going to use this. Is it broken? Yes, but the whole point of the Get Fixed Boy seed is to make everything unfairly hard. So it gives you some unfair advantages as well. If we're flexing, I mean, I didn't have proof of this. I don't. But I've beaten up until Yaron, no hit in Revengeance. It wasn't in death mode. But I had this was back when, I forget what it was. It was the thing, it was the item that would drop 10 treasure bags, but you would die in a hit. It was, I think it was Armageddon. That item was still in the game. It got removed later. And I think it's been moved into another mod now if you want to do no hits. But I got up to Yaron, and I didn't beat Yaron. I got up to him. And my world corrupted, so I gave up on that. Yeah, it's a good question. When will the last update ever truly be made? I don't know, part of me is thinking it is the Dead Cells one, because that's the one they're currently doing. Because 1.3 was supposed to be, not the final update, but it's supposed to be like the final major update, then 1.4, then 1.4.1 wasn't that big. Then we got to Labor of Love, which is 1.4.4, and now we're hitting the 1.4.5. And I think there might be 1 or 2 more to cap things off. But I think for the most part, considering they've put, like, publicly they've said they're like us, like, developing like artist skills and like looking for a new style for the next whatever project they do, be it a Terraria 2 or like a similar game, or if it's like a completely different project. Because it would be interesting like seeing them tackle, like Relogic tackle like a more like a linear kind of experience than Terraria. It would be interesting. Yeah. Team mod loader catching up every time, taking months, is really is. I was half afraid that when it caught up this time, because it only came out I think start of last month for this version properly. I mean like the beta was out for a while, that they were gonna release the Dead Cells update like this month and just have to force like the update cycle again once again for Team mod loader. Because every time the Team mod loader like update cycle comes in, just looking at the stuff in the Calamity mod Discord of the devs just being like, ugh, again, we just did this. Yeah, I get that. Terraria 2, I don't know, Red's talked about, not Terraria 2, I think, but making another sandbox game that has similar stuff. Like, he's tweeted out, like, concept art and stuff, he's drawn up for it. And I do think Minecraft 2 is a bad idea. Wait, I'll answer the slime kind question first. Before I rant about Minecraft. Slimes. What slimes do I like? If we go in town slimes, I like that one. Oh no, that one. I like Mystic Slime. But if we're going base slimes, why is Queen Slime sprite sheet swaying like that? Jungle Slime's pretty neat. Let's say Spike Jungle Slime. But Minecraft, right? Minecraft 2, not a good idea. But I kind of wish they would start adding more stuff in the updates. Like, not like more stuff, but more progression to Minecraft that isn't weirdly artificial. Because, like, in the most recent, like, major update, they made it harder to get Netherite. And, like, Netherite was such, like, a big thing when they added it. Like, to me, because, like, sorry, I'm just readjusting my chair. Because it added more stuff to progression. And it already was really hard to make. Like, it already had to go to the Nether. That was, like, treacherous. And go really deep. And deal with a bunch of stuff. And then they just decided 2 updates, like 2 major updates later. No, let's make it harder. Let's make it so you have to get this one thing. And you have to find this one thing in a bastion. It's only in, like, a quarter of the bastions. And bastion's already rare. And then you have to use Netherite to make more of them, and you need 4 of them to make your armor. And it's like, why? Why is that necessary? What does that really do other than artificially, like, expand it? It doesn't add more to adventuring. You're gonna explore a bastion if you see one anyway, so it's not like I need to go there to get this thing. Because you're already gonna go in there to get a bunch of stuff. You're gonna look for, like, the music discs and stuff, which are already good. Like, optional rewards. I just want them to add something more to progression. Because, like, they haven't added... I'm not saying, like, major bosses. I want them to add, like, side grades as well. Like, what if there was just an axe you could make that wasn't tied to an ore and did something cool? Did something unique. It doesn't need to replace, like, a diamond axe. But it just needs to do something cool and have a reason that you might want to use both. I just want anything like that from Minecraft. It's done nothing like that in so long. Like, it's... ugh. Like, Minecraft's fun. And also, they just... I think it's in Snapshot currently. But they're making it harder to get, like, mending books and, like, an economy from like, villager trading. Because... you know, most people get villager trade set up so you can get mending, you know, you get a librarian and you reroll all the things, but now it's like, oh, we made it so now only the rarest villager type can sell mending books. And it's like, oh, so I need to find a swamp villager, bring him back to my thing, and it's like, oh no, it encourages, like, building, like, different bases and, like, exploring stuff, but it's like, yeah. You're totally right. It is more build focused, but I don't know. I don't think it's added much to building recently either. Like, adding a few new blocks is neat. Don't get me wrong. They added, like, copper blocks and, like, they're fun to build with. But I want them to add, like, something though. Like, just something. Like, copper could have been something as well. It didn't have to just be blocks and the spyglass. It could have done something. It could have had some weird interaction with redstone because copper conducts electricity. It could have done something else. Like, I can't think of it right now, but that's like, you know, they spend months thinking about this stuff. Terraria 1.2 was only the Wall of Flesh. That's not true. Mori, that's not true. 1.2 went up to Golem. 1.1 went up to Wall of Flesh. Oh no, 1.1 went up to mechanical bosses. 1.0 went up to Wall of Flesh. And then 1.2.4 added Duke Fishron, so technically 1.2 went to Duke Fishron. Not to do a actually, but like... Like, I'm not focusing on progression or anything at the moment. I am just chatting and doing stuff. I should probably get focused on doing stuff, but I've also said that like 4 times, and it didn't work. I'm gonna place sandcastles. Why can't I place sandcastles on hardened sand? I don't need it then. Like, I'm in Minecraft. I'm not much of a builder. I am more like adventuring and want to explore. But it's just like, ugh. I want to go and do other stuff. Am I going to fight a boss tonight? I really, really should. I really should. It's nighttime. Okay, let's hope so we get some eyes and we get some lenses and then we can go and fight the Eye of Cthulhu. Alright, ambience is getting turned down a bit because that was loud. Alright, we'll get away from the NPCs because that lowers spawn rate. Alright, no lanterns, great. That lens. No, don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about chatting too much. It's like, it would be way more boring if you weren't. I wouldn't be talking about much interesting stuff without being prompted to like go into topics. I would be even more so sitting here twiddling my thumbs. Come on, where are the eyes? I need just one lens. Wait, where's my crimson as well? Is that side? I mean, it's probably both sides. Where's the closer one? Come on, I just need one more eye. Or one more lens, but will hopefully come from one more eye. It's actually been a quick, like I haven't seen Thunderstorm and Terraria in a bit now that I'm thinking about it. Alright, maybe it's the living wood tree that's like to the left. Maybe they're getting stuck on the other side of the living wood tree or something. I just need more eyes. Like, look, you can see the Avcapilla in the background there. Why isn't he here? Why isn't he just spawning? Actually, get out of the ice biome. Oop. Yeah, oh, yeah, okay. Alright, time to get to the Crimson. I probably could go to the desert because I'm pretty sure I saw a Crimson altar there, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, I would recommend, I mean, I always would just recommend playing through it again. It's a fun game that has a lot of replayability. At least in my eyes. I've spent, like, I've been playing Terraria for a long while, since like 1.1 came out, on and off. And I've never found it that dull. Like, there's been times where I've taken breaks for a few months and stuff like that. And like, usually there's like about a month or two between playthroughs.
But like, it's replayable. Though if you want to make it more interesting, what's something that makes it more interesting? The class paper is originally is what I did to make it a bit more interesting. Like especially summoner. Made like first time playing a summoner playthrough was like really like difficult. And this was like 1.2, so before whips. Yeah, I feel like as much as I've played Terraria, and it is definitely my most played game, I don't know if it's my favorite. It's probably like in the top 5, don't get me wrong. But like, I don't know. Oh, okay. I'm gonna put a torch down. I should have freed more space in my inventory. I'm gonna take that. I won't take the gold because I'm most likely gonna lose it. And I'll take that. Okay. Oh. Yeah, we got another Binding of Isaac person in. Yeah, I played a lot of Binding of Isaac too. Uh, I haven't. I 100%ed not the game. I didn't get Dead God or Golden God or whatever. No way. um, but I got all the completion checks for all the main characters, like on hard, and I just gave up getting a bunch of the completion checks for the tainted characters in what's the DLC called again? Not Afterbirth. Is it Repentance? Yeah, it's Repent. Wait, so it's okay, whatever. I haven't reached Dead God or anything like that. I did specifically go out of my way to get all the marks for Tainted Lost just because I Tainted Lost like is really fun in my opinion. Like I just like being a glass cannon. But like I couldn't getting through like Tainted Eve or whatever. I just was like, nope, I'm not doing this. And I didn't even unlock Tainted. What's his name? Like I got the completion mark, but I didn't do like the I didn't get like a key shard or get the red key. Well, I think it was Tainted Lazarus. And I know Tainted Lazarus is apparently really annoying, so I might have dodged a bullet there. I think and never mind. I got all the completion marks on the base characters except for Jacob and Esau. Repentance was really fun. I didn't do a lot of the character stuff. I played it a lot, but I didn't actually go for unlock marks on any of the new characters. But I got them all on the old characters. Yep. Right. Like I did Jacob and Esau a bit. Like don't get me wrong, I unlocked Tainted Jacob, and I would much rather play Tainted Jacob than Jacob and Esau. There's like there's more interesting stuff with you know, I assume it's like I guess you just call him Tainted Esau, the other one, the like demon fallen, yeah. But there's just more interesting stuff to like do with that than just having two characters. Now you have to divvy up your items, and it's like, you could get two different builds. You're not really gonna. You're gonna get two half-baked builds, and it's like, what am I doing? I gotta clear my inventory. Alright, I can place that. Alright, so I'll probably fight a boss and end the stream. Or I want to beat the boss. Don't get me wrong. So if I die to Hive Cthulhu, I won't end it. I won't end the stream. I might give Desert Scourge a go, even though I haven't got like an arena prepared. I shouldn't have just made all the mana crystals. I could have just made Jester arrows and been like done easy. How much ice do I got? 20 some frost arrows, I guess. Yeah, Azazel's fair. He's like,
Sorry, readjusting in the chat. He's fun, I guess. Like, he's what originally got me into actually enjoying the game, as for most people, I assume. Like, you unlock Azazel, and it's like, oh, so this is what being strong in the game is like. But, I don't know, I like being weak. If I'm playing for fun, I'm still playing as, like, Lost or Tainted Lost. And then I just like going for good items, and just being glass cannon. And, like, not literally the item glass cannon, even though that is really good as the Lost and Tainted Lost. Let's go some potions and give this a go. I might get a gravity potion. That might help with the no arena. Whoop, I nearly just died to full damage already. Yeah, this ain't going well. I guess I got no armor. I probably should have thought about that. I should install that mod that stops gravity from flipping the screen. I'm still thinking it's like the old way where that doesn't happen. It's back in 1.2, it didn't flip the screen. I should have kept the jest arrows. Oh. Whoop. Right, I didn't expect to beat Desert Scourge. I expect to beat the Eye. That was just a Hail Mary. What have we got? I don't have an Archer potion either. Alright, what's the thing you want added in the next update? It does seem really neat, the first fractal. I just, like, I really want... I don't know, I think it'd be neat, if they added it. But I think it might be added if, like, realistically, I think if it's added, it would be added in, like, a secret seed. Like, it would be added to, like, the end of Get Fixed Boy or something. Because it also, like... But it is just really neat, don't get me wrong. I'm surprised, like... a mod hasn't properly like added it. Well, I mean, I'm sure there's a standalone mod, but like a content mod hasn't added it back in properly. Zenith and Shimmer would be cool. I was gonna say if it works like the Rod of Harmony and stuff and locks it behind Moonlord, but you can't get the Zenith until after Moonlord anyway. I don't know. It would be interesting to see. It really would. I really need like a double jump. That's what my like loadout's missing before I fight a boss. Yeah, the effect is really cool. How it's like your actual player doing all the attacks.
Yeah. Yeah, I get you, I get you. Ooh. It also just like, because it uses a bunch of like vague, like Terrorblade sprites that like aren't the Terrorblade. And I think that's also interesting, that it just has like a bunch of unique sword designs in like one. That's not what I need a double jump. I mean, I didn't need that, but that's useful. Actually, other than a double jump, fledgling wings might be good. Yeah, I agree with you. It would really be a waste if it doesn't get in some way. Like, they clearly, like, it's left in the game's code, so people would, like, look at it and go, like, oh, that's neat. But, like, it would just be a waste, because it has a lot of effort into it. It wasn't exactly what they were looking for a final, like, endgame weapon, but it's still, like, neat. That's close to a double jump. Just the jumping better kinda helps. Oh. I would assume it would be asked at some point. Or at least it's something... I don't know. It might just be something they've left in specifically because they want to fix it up and put it somewhere. Oh. I don't need that because I'm not magic. I'm still going to take it, but... I really just want the fledgling wings. I never find them in the actual world though. Like, I either have to make different worlds or I have to fish for them, and then I never get them when fishing because the fishing ones are really low for sky crates. Well, I mean, just biome crates in general. And when I want the wings. Alright, good. We got one in the last, like, 2 seconds. Alright, I think it's hitting time. I mean, I think it's hitting about nighttime, so I better go back and get ready to fight the eye, I guess. I mean, we got time. Alright, come on, I need a double jump, I need a double jump, I need a double jump. There's no just chest? No. Alright, this is also a useless teleport. Alright. Whatever. It's not the right time yet. Oh, there we are. Alright, I've never really fought Eye of Cthulhu like this before, like with a gravity potion. I just don't have the mobility options I want. So this is weird for me. Ah! Alright. That never happened. Alright, I'm focusing a bit so I'm not chatting that much. Oh, why did you have to go to that side to do the dash? Oh no, this isn't looking good. Oh. Hi. Once again, that never happened. I'm looking like, do I have any other accessories that I can switch in as opposed to like the aglet? It didn't happen. What happened? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, don't go underground. They need to hit you with arrows. Oh. Maybe. Oh no, that is that. Oh, he's just weaving. Oh, I've got this though. Yeah. So there was like 3 or 4 times during that fight where a Stark would have fallen on him. Now let's empty my inventory a bit. Put down the relic, might as well.
Third try? That was first try. What do you mean? Nothing ever happened the first 2 tries. Where do I want that? That can be there. And we get the tendon bow. And I think that is where I call it for the stream tonight. Yeah, I think it is. Alright, so let me switch to Calamity theme. Alright, so thank you all for coming by. I don't know when I'll be streaming again. It could be like, I actually don't know. This isn't going to be like a regular schedule thing, at least for the moment. Sadness, subscribe if you want. But yeah. Thank you all for coming by. I'll put it on the... I didn't use my other... As I said, I set up the stream like earlier today, so I didn't have time to like set up my other screens. This was my starting screen. And this was my BRB screen. But yeah. So I think that's gonna be the end of the stream. I'm gonna mute my mic and then let the music play for a sec, because I think that just ends the stream nicer. But yeah, thank you all for stopping by.